name's Reeve.
My name's Jalen. Our daddy is in the Air Force.
And our papa was in the Army. One of our papas was in the Army, and he served in the Vietnam War. And our other papa was in the Air Force.
My dad was in the Army like 10 years ago. He did not die, but I am grateful, but he did break his back and his shoulders. Thank you, Dad and Veterans.
Hey, my name's Kensington. This is my brother Cohen. My dad used to be in the Marines. And now he's with us in our family. And now my sister got a baby kitten, a cat, and my dad is closely mad. And our grandpa used to be in the Air Force, and he passed away sadly.
And our papa used to be in the Marines too, like our dad.
My name is Michelle Galata, and my father, Sheldon Long, has spent 4 years in the Navy. He had served on the USS New Jersey. He fought in the Korean War, and they had the battleship guns and everything, and they did fire them in the war. So, yes, I'm very proud and thankful for all the veterans in the United States of America.
My dad's best friend, Chad M. Mercer, 25 of Waycross, Georgia, assigned to the 2nd Battle Line, 121st in Infantry, Regiment Georgia, Army National Guard, Fitzgerald, Georgia, killed when his M2A2 Bradley fighting vehicle rolled over on him while constructing combat operations in Baghdad. He died June 30th, 2005.
Jackson. Our dad is in the Air Force. He's an Air Force recruiter, and he's been gone a long time. He's been going to Iraq and all these places real far away from us, and it sometimes gets lonely in our house when he's gone.
Our dad get to come home every night now.
It's better for us because we get to do fun activities with him.
My dad is a United States Marine. He enlisted, and he thought he would go sign up and they would send him back home to spend time with his family. Well, they didn't. They put him on a bus, sent him to Paris Island in South Carolina. He did his training there, and then he went on to North Carolina, to California, and some other places. Then he went on to Vietnam, and he served in the war there. He was there over a year, about 13 months. And my daddy was born and raised in Patterson, and it's a small community, but we're big on faith. And I know people were praying for him. His church was praying for him, his family, friends, and by the grace of God, he came home. And I just want to say thank you to our veterans. Thank you to my daddy. Love you.
All of my great-grandfathers were in the Army. My Tita's stepdad and her real dad were both in the Navy. And then my papa's father, he was in
World War II, and my grannies, both of her dads, her stepdad and her real dad, they were in the Air Force. And then my granddaddy's dad, he was in World War I. And then also my granny's other dad was in World War II, I'm pretty sure. My papa, Austin, he played professional baseball for the Milwaukee Braves, and then he came down to Blackshear for a baseball tournament, and he met my Nana, and he asked her to marry her, but she said no because he didn't have a real job. So then he quit professional baseball, got into the railroad business, and worked for a couple of years, and then went to the war, and then he did all that and came back and asked Nana to marry her the day he came back because he loved her so much.
My papa was in the Navy, and he was on a big boat longer than this school. And my dad was in the Navy too, and he stayed in the wars for about 6 months to train, and then he finally retired when I was first born.
My dad used to be in the Army, and now he's a veteran taking care of me and my 3 siblings. My mom is right now at boot camp, and and I can't wait till she comes back.
Hi, I'm Simon, and my dad, he had to make bombs for the for a war, and and he had to make them out of uranium, and my granddad and my papa and all of them had to fight for our freedom.
Good morning, I'm Miss Brandy, and I have a veteran in my family. My husband, Kevin Metz, Walker's dad, was in the Marine Corps from 1988 to 1992 during Desert Storm.
And I am wearing a jacket when he was in the Marines. Hey, my name's Grayson, and my dad's dad, served as in the U.S. as a veteran in the U.S. Air Force. He told me that that he used to drop bombs on submarines in the ocean, like they would fly the helicopters over the ocean and drop bombs on submarines, and also he like boulders, like mountains that are like over the water. He used to go and rescue people that were like on top of them mountain or boulders and stuck in the like cracks of them. And one time he told me that he rescued somebody that was in a crack of a boulder, and if they would have jumped out, then they would have fell in the ocean and stuff.
My papa used to work in the Army. My pop works in the Army, and he worked for 25 years.
I would like to thank my daddy, Kevin Osteen, for his service in the U.S. Navy. I would also like to have a special remembrance for my great-grandfather, Oscar Harris. He was a World War II Army veteran. He was stationed in Italy, and he was injured in Naples, Italy, and so he came home from there, and that's why he received the Purple Heart. He passed away last September of 2018. But I will always remember and cherish the many stories that he shared with me about his time served.
I would like to thank my dad, Kim Clark, for serving in the Air Force during Vietnam. My father was Philip Fulton, and he was in the military branch of the Army and went to Vietnam.
I would like to send out a special thank you and shout out to my youngest son, Jonathan, who's stationed at Fort Drum in New York, and my son-in-law, Dalton, who's on deployment in Italy at the moment, and my other son-in-law, Austin, who's just exited from the Navy and came home from Guam with my beautiful granddaughter, Sutton.
My cousin Spencer Clark is in the U.S. Army, and he is stationed close to Russia. He's stationed in the base on the edge of Russia, and it is very cold there. He's 25 years old, and he's coming home soon, and I can't wait to see him.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Papa, and thank you, Papa John.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, Chad, and thank you all veterans for all that you do for us.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans, for all that you've done. Thank you, Dad and Papa, for being veterans, and thank all of you veterans too.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Daddy. And thank you, all veterans.
Thank you, Dad, and thank you, veterans, for fighting for our freedom.
Thank you, veterans, and my Didi for all your service you do for our country.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Pop. Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, Spencer, and thank you, veterans.